There are 3-week NOMAD projects scattered across the United States. I have recently served for 3 weeks with a NOMADS team at Methodist Camp and Retreat Center in the lovely coastal town of Ocean Park, Washington. Our team replaced the flooring in an assembly hall and renovated a cabin from top to bottom. Our team was very ably led by Jason and Joyce Greer from Renton, Washington. Cynthia Roberts was from Silverthorne, Colorado. Larry Parvin and Mary Perdez were from Hermiston, Oregon. Liz Norton was from Benton City, Washington. Norm and Sandy Brentenson were from Vancouver, Washington. And I am from wherever Henry, my full-time VW home, is parked at the time. First off, all of the furniture had to be removed from the assembly hall. Fortunately, the camp had a tractor that we were able to use. That helped a lot with moving the assembly hall stage and heavy couches. Next, the plastic flooring was removed. The problem with the flooring was that dust and dirt fell through the small holes in the plastic flooring and could not be vacuumed out. The problem was evident when we removed the flooring. The team set about laying an OSB subfloor. Finally, new linoleum strips were cut to fit and pieced together. Once the newly painted trim was nailed in place and the furniture was brought back, the assembly hall had a grand new look. Other members of our team renovated a cabin from top to bottom. More about that later. By and large, NOMAD teams provide all of their tools needed for their projects. The camps or agencies being served provide the materials for the project. NOMADs work as volunteers and provide their own housing in the form of RVs and their own meals. The agency being served provides hookups for their RVs. All of the trim for the assembly hall and the cabin were removed. It all needed attention. Some needed to be scraped and sanded. All of it needed to be repainted. And of course, some new trim pieces needed to be cut, sanded, and painted. NOMADs enjoy a 4-day work week with 3-day weekends. How much better could it be? They work Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and have Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays off to explore the area where they are serving. One day, some of us went to Oysterville so that I could eat my first oyster. It was a smoked oyster and was very tasty. The beach was just a short walk away. Everyone enjoyed being that close to the mighty Pacific. I drove out to where it said we were on the longest beach in the world. One evening, many of us went out clamming. That is, hunting for clams as the tide was going out. Indentations in the sand indicated the presence of a clam. Having lived in Missouri, far from the ocean, it was a new experience for me. The tube, called a clam gun, was shoved down into the sand where the clam was thought to be. After putting a thumb over the hole in the top, causing a vacuum seal, the tube was yanked up, bringing with it the sand and the clam. Well, sometimes just the sand. The sunset that evening was amazing, as it was most every evening. After the evening of clamming, Liz brought a clam that she had breaded and fried to me to taste, and it was very good. On Sundays, NOMADs add to the pews of local churches. Our second project was the cabin renovation. As with the assembly hall, the appliances and the furniture were removed so that the floor could be replaced. Here also an OSB subflooring was pieced together. An unnecessary wall was removed. With new lumber, which was sanded and stained, a new ladder and new railing for the sleeping loft was fashioned, built, and put in place. The ceiling and all of the walls of the living area and the bathroom received a fresh coat of paint. New fixtures were attached to the wall. New curtains were tailored and hung into place in both windows. When the top-to-bottom renovation was completed, it was indeed a brand new and welcoming cabin. Devotions each day got everyone off to a good start. Team members took turns providing devotional thoughts. We were blessed to have a strong song leader in Joyce. One morning, Marion and Larry enriched our experience with their dulcimers. During the week, several meals were enjoyed together as a team. I find that worshiping, working, and occasionally eating together with like-minded, mission-minded people makes the nomad experience most enjoyable and valuable. It is always a little sad parting company and going our separate ways. It helps to know that another NOMADS project awaits our services. My next projects will take me to Arizona, Nebraska, Oregon, New Mexico, and back to Washington.